Ally Bank is one of the most popular and recommended online banks, especially for their high yield savings account. But with so many great online banks to choose from, is Ally the best one? Let's find out. Starting off with their checking account, which they call a spending account, it doesn't have monthly maintenance fees or minimum balance requirements, plus it earns interest. You'll earn 0.10% APY on balances below $15,000 or 0.25% on balances of $15,000 or more. That's higher than what major banks offer on their checking accounts, but not as high as what you can earn with Ally's High Yield Savings Account, which we'll talk about later. This account is also FDIC insured up to $250,000, which means your money is protected up to that amount if the bank fails. This is obviously something you should always check for when choosing a bank because you never know what could happen. You'll also get a debit card and access to over 43,000 free-to-use all-point ATMs, making it easy to access your money whenever you need to. Ally will even reimburse you up to $10 per statement cycle for any fees charged at other ATMs nationwide, which is a nice bonus because most banks don't do this. So if you have an emergency and need to use an out-of-network ATM that charges a fee, Ally has your back and will reimburse some of those fees. Another nice feature is that you can get paid up to 2 days early when you set up direct deposit. So if you usually get paid on Fridays, you can get paid as early as Wednesday. Ally also doesn't charge overdraft fees. So if you don't have enough money in your account to cover a transaction, they'll simply decline it instead of accepting it and charging you later. They also offer 2 overdraft protection features called Overdraft Transfer Service and Cover Draft Service. With Overdraft Transfer Service, you can link your Ally savings account or money market account to your spending account, and if you accidentally overdraft, they'll automatically move money over for free in $100 increments to cover your transactions. And with Cover Draft Service, they'll cover up to $100 after you deposit $100 within 30 days into your spending account. However, if you set up and receive qualifying direct deposits of at least $250 for 2 months in a row, they'll increase your coverage to $250. But now, one of the most popular features of this checking account is something called spending buckets. Think of them as a digital version of envelope budgeting. They essentially help you organize your money and see exactly where you're spending it. You can make up to 30 spending buckets and set money aside for different expenses like groceries, rent, and gas. Plus, to make things easier, you can even set up automatic transfers so that money comes into your account and gets divided into your different spending buckets. Using these features can really help you see how you're spending your money, how much you have left over every single month, and potentially help you save more money over time. Ally also has an easy-to-use mobile app you can use to manage your accounts, make transfers, send and receive money with Zelle, find ATMs, order free checks, and much more. On top of that, they offer 24/7 live customer service over the phone, email, or through online chat on the Ally mobile app. So if you don't like to talk on the phone like me, you can type your problems away. No, but seriously, having access to real human assistance anytime is a must for online banking since there are no physical branches you can visit for help. So this is a nice bonus. Now, if you want to deposit money into this account, your options are online bank transfers, mobile check deposits, check by mail, direct deposit, and wire transfers. But just so you know, you can't deposit cash. And if you want to withdraw money, your options are electronic bank transfers, outgoing wire transfers, phone transfers, requesting a physical check, or withdrawing cash from an all-point ATM for free. However, there are some important limits you should know about when it comes to deposits, withdrawals, transfers, and debit card usage. For instance, deposits are unlimited, but if you're doing a mobile check deposit, you're limited to $50,000 per day and up to $250,000 every 30 days. If you need to deposit more than that, you'll have to mail your check. You can also withdraw up to $1,000 a day from ATMs, but if you're new to Ally, your daily limit might be as low as $500 during your first 90 days. When transferring money to Ally, you can transfer up to $500,000 per day or $1 million every 30 days. And from Ally to another bank, the limit is $150,000 per day or $600,000 every 30 days. And with a debit card, you can spend up to $2,000 and withdraw up to $1,000 per day from ATMs. After 30 days, your daily spending limit will increase to $5,000. Although I don't think anyone will have a problem with these limits, I mention them so you're aware of them before applying for this account. Moving on to Ally's High Yield Savings Account, it has no monthly maintenance fees or minimum balance requirements, and it's currently paying 4.25% APY. This is honestly a great rate, especially when you compare it to regular savings accounts from big banks. But it's honestly not the highest interest rate available among high yield savings accounts. For example, Ally's competitors offer the following rates. American Express offers 4.3%, Marcus by Goldman Sachs offers 4.4%, SoFi offers 4.6% when you set up direct deposit, and Wealthfront offers 5%. However, the difference in percentage is minimal and won't make a huge impact on how much you earn unless you have a crazy amount of money in this account. If that's the case, then you're probably better off investing some of it in higher yield accounts or things like the S&P 500 or real estate for higher returns. By the way, please keep in mind that interest rates can change at any time, so the rates we talk about today may be different by the time you watch this video. Now, one of the things people like the most about this account is their savings buckets feature. It's similar to spending buckets, but for saving money. With saving buckets, you can split your money into different categories, each dedicated to a different savings goal, like an emergency fund, paying off debt, a down payment for a house, a vacation, or anything else you want. The best part is that the money you allocate into these buckets will also earn interest, in this case 4.25%. So as you save towards your goal, your money will also grow. Ally also offers 3 boosters to help automate your savings. With recurring transfers, you can schedule automatic transfers into your Ally savings account. With roundups, they'll round up transactions like debit card purchases, electronic payments, and checks from your Ally spending account to the nearest dollar and automatically transfer that extra money into your savings. And with surprise savings, Ally looks at your spending account or linked checking accounts for safe to save money and then moves it into your savings account. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of any of these, especially the last one. I'm already pretty organized with my money, and I don't really like it getting moved around unless I'm the one doing the moving. Plus, I'm not sure how they decide what safe to save money is. But I can see how these boosters could be useful for anyone trying to automate their savings. But let me know what you guys think about them below. So those are the benefits of Ally's checking and savings account. Now let's go over the downsides to help you decide if Ally is the best choice for you. The first downside is that Ally doesn't offer a sign-up bonus like some other banks do, which can be a letdown if you're looking for some extra cash when you join. For example, SoFi, one of my favorite banks, is currently offering up to $300 when you set up a qualifying direct deposit, plus an extra $25 when you use my link to sign up for their checking and savings account, totaling $325. The benefit of a bonus like this is that you can use that money to jumpstart your savings, pay bills, or spend it on whatever you like. Another downside is that you can deposit cash into these accounts, which could be inconvenient if you deposit cash often. Another one is that Ally doesn't have physical branches. So if you prefer in-person banking, it may not be the best fit for you. A great alternative is Capital One, which offers the perks of online banking and physical branches. You can learn more about Capital One and their accounts by watching this video after. Another downside is that Ally doesn't offer the highest interest rates. Even though theirs is competitive, they still fall short compared to other banks. But again, sometimes the percentage difference is minimal, and if you find value in other perks offered by Ally, opting for a slightly lower rate might be worth it. The last downside is that Ally's high yield savings account doesn't offer ATM access or an ATM card, so you can't withdraw cash from it. To do so, you're going to need to open their checking account too, transfer money from your savings account into the checking account, and use the debit card to withdraw cash. This might not be a problem if you want both accounts, but if you only want the savings account and prefer an easier cash withdrawal option, this account may not be the best option for you. In its defense though, this is typical for high yield savings accounts since they're meant for saving and earning interest. However, if you're like me and prefer having the option to physically access your money in case of an emergency, there are some high yield savings accounts that come with an ATM card that you could look into. Overall, I think the good completely outweighs the bad here, but whether or not Ally is the best choice for you will vary based on your personal situation, wants, and needs. It's a great choice for those comfortable with online banking who want to earn high interest rates on both their checking and savings accounts without worrying about fees or minimums. Additionally, for those who value features like overdraft protection, out-of-network ATM fee reimbursements, as well as the Ally savings and spending buckets for better money management, Ally is definitely worth considering. On the other hand, if you prioritize perks like a sign-up bonus, ATM access for high-yield savings account, higher interest rates, or physical branches for a more in-person banking experience, you should look into other banks. Anyway, let me know below your thoughts on Ally, and if you made it this far into the video, comment the word Ally so I know who my loyal besties are. By the way, I've left links in the description to some amazing limited time sign-up bonuses on my favorite credit cards, bank accounts, and shopping portals that I think might benefit you guys. Using those links, as always, is one of the best ways to support the channel, so if you want to help each other out, you know what to do. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to watch these other ones next. Okay, bye now.